Outdoor grilling means different things to many different people. I'm half Thai, so my grill often has a little bit of an Asian twist to it. But here's the thing, there are so many great videos on actually grilling, but not many people talking about what you need to do before you get to the barbecue. So I wanted to break it all down right from fresh ingredients until your friends turn up to the party, so that by the end of this video, you'll have all the tips and tricks for preparing for the ultimate outdoor grilling party. There is just so much going on when you're throwing an outdoor grilling party. I mean, there's so many things to think about. There's all the fresh ingredients that you get. How do you store them and prep them? There's marinades, there's proteins, there's dessert, there's drinks. I mean, this is before you even get outside to the table and you're barbecuing. I've partnered with Panasonic for this episode, and I'm going to be using their Prime Plus fridge to help me out. Before you even get to the all-important marinating part of the grilling prep, there are a lot of fresh ingredients you need to deal with when you get home from the shops. Let's start with your lettuce. Now, take it out of that plastic packaging. With your herbs, same thing. You want to give them a really good wash and then wrap them up in paper towel again, and they're going to keep really nice and fresh. With proteins, it's even more important to take it out of the original packaging. I feel like if it sits in there, it's kind of sitting in like old, sweaty kind of juices. Sorry to gross you out. But anyway, pop your chicken out onto a tray lined with baking paper, give it a nice fresh wrap, and then look, it looks like it's in a fancy butcher shop. How nice. Same thing with prawns. Out of the bag, laid onto a beautiful plate, clean wrap, and you are ready to store your proteins. So now I've got everything wrapped up as snug as a baby. Let's get it into the fridge. Now this is the important part as well, because you don't want things to spoil in the fridge. Now my Panasonic Prime Plus fridge has this fresh safe drawer, which is going to keep my fresh things safe. Optimal temperature to be storing things like lettuce and your herbs. And now the spring onion. So one of my bugbears with fridges is when the spring onion doesn't fit in the crisper, but I don't have that problem with my fridge. Okay, the other thing you need to be worried about with an outdoor grilling barbecue prep is your proteins, of course, the stars of the show. I'm also really lucky because I have what's called a Prime Fresh drawer here, and it keeps things in a soft frozen state, which actually makes them last longer, and you'll see later on will help me when it comes to slicing. So there you go, meats, seafoods, herbs, lettuce, we've done it all. Now let's do some marinating. Hunan lamb skewers. So this is going to be one of the showstoppers on your barbecue plate, and actually it takes inspiration from a very traditional lamb skewer dish from the province of Hunan. And the thing about this is all about the cumin seeds and the spicy chili and the saltiness, so the marinade and the chili salt sprinkle is really important. All right, let's get going on the cumin part first of all. Take your whole cumin seeds and you want to pop that into a pan. Toast them off in a frying pan until they're lovely and fragrant, just like a little bit smoky. Pop those into a mortar and pestle and then grind to a rough powder. Take half of your ground cumin seeds and save those for later. Put the rest into a bowl, and now we're going to make the all-important marinade. So marinating here with some soy sauce, Chinese Shaoxing wine, hoisin, and dark soy sauce. So we have the salty, fragrant, and the sweet all in one here, and the cumin. Mix it all together, and then you're ready to go. For the chili salt sprinkle, mix your ground cumin with salt and chili powder, and just set that aside for when you're grilling later. Now let's talk lamb shoulder. So when you are breaking down a big piece of meat like this, it can get messy, but if you've soft frozen your lamb like I have, then slicing is going to be a lot easier and less messy. So take a look at this, just start slicing through sort of like around 3-4 centimeters thick, and then you want to cut those pieces into smaller kind of pieces. Small bite size is what you want. Now look at that chopping board. I mean, usually when you've chopped that much meat, you've got like a bloodbath on your hands, and I really hate like cleaning and washing up things, so this is a dream. Now put all of your lamb into that marinade, and the only way to do this is to get your hands dirty, get in there, massage that lamb, mix it all up. Now you need to skewer your lamb pieces. I'm using bamboo here, and I did soak it because if you don't soak it, then it'll burn on the barbecue. Once you have your skewers, a really hot tip from me, wrap the ends of the bamboo in tin foil, and that way you won't get burnt ends. Now, I would usually recommend marinating this overnight, but I have my really cool high-tech fridge, so I can use the prime freeze drawer, pop my lamb in, and then this drawer has a quick cooling function, which means I can marinate meats in 15 minutes because the quick cooling action allows the meat to absorb flavors faster. Now we're doing chicken. Okay, now this is a recipe that's very close to my heart. It's a Thai style grilled chicken. It's like all charry and like yummy and so good. The marinade here is key. So let's get going on the marinade first of all. You need some coriander. Now the coriander part that we need to use is the root part. Take that end off, make sure you clean it really well, and then use a mortar and pestle to pound the coriander with garlic and white peppercorns until you've got this kind of rough paste. Place that into a bowl along with some turmeric, fish sauce, and some dark sweet soy sauce. Give all of that a mix and everything should be smelling really great right now. Oh, I love the smell of this marinade. Now add in your chicken thighs. I'm using boneless, skin on, because I like to barbecue with boneless, skin on, but totally up to you what you would like to do. You could even do chicken skewers with this marinade. Chili lime grilled prawns. I mean, this is like the drama at the table, I reckon. And what we're gonna do is turn the marinade into also a drizzle sauce. So you need fresh herbs first of all, and I'm just gonna slice off some mint and coriander here, add in some red chili, sweet paprika. Now this is a little tip of mine because the sweet paprika gives you a great color, but it's not spicy, family friendly. Garlic, fish sauce. Now add the juice of 1 lime and some vegetable oil and a little salt and just mix that together. Now take half of the marinade, keep that aside. We are gonna drizzle our prawns with this later on and everyone's gonna be like, oh my goodness, that looks so good. For the prawns, you wanna lay them out on a tray and then drizzle that marinade all over the top. I mean, it already looks so pretty, oh my goodness. Now pop that into the fridge until you are ready to grill. Now we're gonna do dessert. So we have done so much work already, and my theory on desserts is keep it simple, but make it look like you worked hours on it. So we're gonna make a mango jelly dessert. So start off by blitzing your mango, pour the puree into a saucepan, add some mango juice, sugar, water, and then bring that to like a little bubbling simmer. Now you can whisk in some agar-agar and then just let that simmer a little bit longer, 2 to 3 minutes, just to let the agar-agar dissolve. Now pour the mixture into a jug and then divide among your serving glasses. So normally you would need to set these overnight, but again, I can use the quick cooling function in my fridge to set these in 15 minutes. So here is my set jelly done in record time, FYI. I'm gonna top that with some fresh mango, but I'm gonna like jazz it up with some finely chopped magroot lime leaves. This is gonna give us a really awesome, like lime intense flavor. On top of that, I'm gonna dollop this. Whipped cream, but not just any whipped cream. This is cream whipped with icing sugar mixture, so it's super stable and just like super yummy. On top of that, you want to sprinkle some crunchy things like some finely chopped up roasted macadamias, and then just to make things a little fancy, I've got these little like coconut wafers. Let's pop one of those on each of these as well. And I mean, so stunning. Look at that. It looks like something you spent hours on when really it was pretty easy. Oh my goodness, we've done so much prep work now. Okay, it's time to get to the grill. It's time to party.